see how they intend to scale this game. Having the Baxia most likely going into the jungle is going to create a lot of early game space alongside the Franco and Lilia. They know that see you soon, they have a team composition that enables them to not necessarily have to fight 5v5. They want to split across the map. So RSG-SG having a lot of heroes that have a fair amount of mobility, survivability, and ability to pick off these solo members of See You Soon is going to enable them a very smooth route into the mid game.
Right now, I'm looking at the draft coming in from RSG-SG. They have a lot of potential to really control the map because Uranus, he can just stay in the enemy's base and actually proxy a lot of the wave. And we know how fast Baxia can roam around. So again, looking at this draft, I would say that RSG-SG, their win condition is easier to execute. For the side of See You Soon, it's a little bit more technical, especially having that Natalia. High potential to do so well, but also high potential to fail.
Well, actually, it's also a pocket pick of Boxy, so it might not be Hilda on a Boxy on the Hilda as well. So probably gonna run into the game and see how that is. But looking at the current compositions, which ones do you prefer?
I think I can definitely agree with LaFell in that RSG-SG, their team composition is going to be easier to execute, whereas See You Soon obviously in return is going to have a little bit more of a complex team composition to pull off. But if they can, they have really strong snowball potential. So we will find out now as we enter the Land of Dawn.
Here we are, game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It is See You Soon, hailing from Cambodia up against RSG Singapore. This is going to set the momentum for this set going forward.
Indeed, I'm very excited to find out how this is going to go. As we highlighted earlier, See You Soon, this is do or die for them. They need any victory that they will be able to claim at this point. At 505, nearly getting the steal.
Yeah, hope right there. And even if he doesn't, right, he disrupts that jungle a little bit. That buys some time for RSG. Boxy doing the same, trying to disrupt Bray a little bit here, but still going to be able to get away with it. Oh, hold up here. Boxy falls as the first blood.
That's just a mistake from Boxy there, and quite uncharacteristic of the man here. Usually he's able to test his limits here, invading aggressively a lot more effectively than this. Goes to show RSG-SG, even without their typical roamer, is still going to be quite strong in that early game. 505 actually playing on the Franco instead of his usual mid role.
I actually thought for a moment it might have been Miku that was going to play the roamer role. I mean, both of them play the mid role, Miku as well as 505, but looks like it's going to be 505. And in this first few seconds of the game, already seeing so many hooks just landing on point.
Yeah, and looking at the game, as we said in the drafting phase, where for the side of See You Soon, their win condition is actually quite narrow because we see that the Natalia actually went for the invade at the buff. Oh, you have to do that, right? You have to do that. But again, it's something that is very risky. And he died earlier on. And we saw how RSG-SG, they managed to control the mid lane as we expected. And like you said, the Franco getting those hooks, in the early stages of the game, it's very important to hit those hooks just to put this mental pressure on the side of the enemy and be like, I can't really walk up to the side of RSG because at any point I could get hit by an iron hook and then just keep giving kills and kills and kills and kills and kills. So right now, it's just a few seconds, maybe over a minute in the game, but RSG actually the wins that they have is accumulating very well for them.
And if we know RSG, they're a team that knows how to leverage and capitalize on these early leads as well to get into the later parts of the game. And remember, there is a 1-1 on their team as well.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that they can scale into. Here we are in a technical pause right now, so bear with us, but we have an MSC topic. Is it still worthwhile to use Killing Spree for junglers, Sadafa?
I personally think it is absolutely still worthwhile to use Killing Spree on junglers, but it is going to depend on the situation. Demon Slayer nowadays we see is the go-to because it allows people to farm a lot quicker, it allows people to deal more damage to objectives, steal buffs away, steal turtles away, which is why it's really good on tank junglers because usually they wouldn't have the damage to be able to burst down these objectives quickly. But Killing Spree is very effective on junglers that are, just simply said, able to kill people very quickly. That it allows them to chain kills together because of the HP that it returns to them after getting one.
Yeah, Demon Slayer has more practical ways for you to use the emblem successfully, whereas Killing Spree, it's actually looking like more of a niche kind of emblem, because if you use it very well, like you said, in the early stages of the game, it's like, oh, my HP is really low, I just need to get 1 kill and then get more of your HP back, get the added movement speed. So I feel like Killing Spree is really centered around a snowball composition, but it's super niche, because if you are using Killing Spree, you need a late game carry to make sure that if you're not able to get all those kills early stages of the game, then it's not gonna feel good. So either way, you need a plan B if you do have a Killing Spree.
I guess well, really situational, right? Well, here we have right on the ball, one
Oh,
after
wow.
another MSC
Wow.
topic. So, question, I feel like we're being quizzed right now.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Top 5 flex picks in the meta right now.
Ooh, that's an interesting question here.
You might as well just
Yeah.
be a game.
Yeah,
quiz,
yeah.
you know?
Like,
We're
all
the
right,
contestants.
question
Yep.
number 2. Contestants Lafel and Zdafa. You are up first, Zdafa.
All right, I want to win some money here, so I gotta answer this properly. But it does look like the game is about to resume, so I'm gonna have to put off winning my game show money to a little bit later as we
gonna
now
answer
continue.
I said Julian first, so
Okay, all
1
right.
point.
thank you for the point.
Yeah, we are back into the game, ladies and gentlemen, and right now we can see them already contesting for this turtle here. Diablo trying to zone out space for the members of his team, and it's going to be a successful objective to the side of RSG. Felix trying to make his escape right now. Diablo on the chase. Will he get the kill? It's going to be a return onto him, and he falls down.
That's just a little bit of an overestimation by Diablo there. He thought he definitely would be able to survive and just zone out the members of See You Soon after a clean turtle kill, but he really did not need to do that. He could have walked out backwards with his team and he would not have fallen to Felix. That is, of course, a lot of damage coming out of the Hilda thanks to the fact that he was able to get a lot of stacks.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit of a bait there and too much greed on the side of RSG. I agree. Unfortunately, that's going to be 1 kill, so they're even right now, 1-1. But I guess RSG still has this lead and looking to capitalize on it. The flicker into the Bloody Hunt onto Boxy is 1 kill secured, 1 more to RSG.
Excellent map awareness by 505, recognizing the rotations of his opposing roamer, knowing that Natalia is coming down to gank Baby Cakes and providing the assistance, not only doing so, but flickering forward to get the Bloody Hunt, knowing exactly where Boxy is going to be. That is not easy to do.
And I feel like, you know, we talk so much about this roamer, I feel as if we don't really miss Lalzi's presence. Not that he's not great, but 505 is really filling some shoes here.
Yeah, I'm honestly very impressed considering that he was a mid player swapping over to a tank position like this. Isn't something you normally see, but Boxy in trouble.
Getting the Bloody Hunt onto him. Actually, they return the kill here. The real one manipulation onto 505, though it's revenge and they trade out roamer for roamer here.
I'm here in the top lane. Diablo also taking a little bit of poke, but this is a Uranus. This is what he specializes in. He has to be careful though. Sensei in the bush.
Yeah, they're trying to get the kill here, so oh, they do manage to secure it. 1 more and just in time for the turtle as well. RSG, they're not letting up though, getting as much gold plating as they can on the bottom side because they are going to start trying to contest the turtle as well. You can see the members rotating up top. Mikumi already popped the black shoes, so Sensei being the one to get the turtle.
Really good timing by See You Soon, knowing that the turtle is going to be coming up. You can see Sensei instantly rotating up to pick off the Uranus to create space. Baby Cake in a bit of trouble. Does he have enough damage to deal with? Ra, he is surviving. Here comes 505 with a Bloody Hunt. Suppression onto the Clint. Easy setup for Baby Cakes.
Ra unfortunately goes down there, but Boxy is looking to secure the kill here. Can he do it? Does not manage to. Baby Cake survives to live another day.
Boxy not having a comfortable game right now. He's usually used to being in the driver's seat, able to just roam around the map with impunity. And right now, 505 is thwarting his attempts at every situation. He's buying so much space for RSG-SG. But See You Soon, not that far behind. The net worth so far is still equal.
Yeah, but I mean, we talked about that 1-1, right? RSG recognizes exactly what they need to do here. Create that space for Baby Cakes, help him to get online. But See You Soon, they don't have as great a late game as that. How much of a problem will that be?
I can imagine it is going to be pretty notable here, but as long as Ra gets enough space, See You Soon does still have answers to be able to play around that late game, because RSG-SG, they actually have quite a few tanks themselves that don't really scale quite as well into the late game.
Yeah, they do. We're gonna see them both rotate now, bottom side, potentially trying to get a kill here. If they do, it will definitely set them up for this next objective. Bray just scouting around for a potential opportunity.
Right now we can see that there's 20 seconds left on the turtle respawn timer, so you can expect that 505 and Boxy will want to try and make something happen around this gold lane. But on the opposite side, Diablo getting wailed on.
Yeah, not before See You Soon responds with one of their own, trying to get a kill onto Diablo. He is so tanky though, just being Uranus and instantly, he's full HP.
Oh, and that's also information given the RSG-SG. They know Sensei is in the top lane, so Bray instantly gets started on the turtle. We can see Boxy on the map in position. He will scout this out from team. Who's gonna get this?
Still Bray with a retribution, getting that turtle. Boxy managed to scout that out, but not to be able to do anything for the moment. Right now, RSG sitting at a slight lead of about 600 gold, so it's not huge now. Both teams actually playing this quite safe. I think I'm not quite used to seeing See You Soon. Oh, in the meantime though, Boxy actually getting aggressed on in the bottom lane. Baby Cakes gets that kill, closes it off. See You Soon playing on the back foot feels really uncomfortable.
Definitely, and you can imagine that it's quite uncomfortable for them as well. As now Sensei gonna get found in the bush down here, gonna escape to the turtle pit, but gets stuck behind the wall, surrounded by 4 members of RSG, forces out the black shoes from Miku, but is able to walk away.
Yeah, like you said, right, they do have tanky heroes on the side of See You Soon as well, and Sensei, if he starts building that, he's going to be one of them, so not as easy as RSG probably might like to close out those kills.
Yeah, either way though, even though RSG-SG, they have solid late game scaling with the 1-1 and the Lilia, they still do have to be careful, because at that point, Boxy and Uranus aren't going to be quite as effective, and See You Soon does have a lot of ways of breaking through these tougher heroes on the side of RSG. So even though they're quite comfortable with just taking it slow and farming up, they do still need to make sure they have a more solid gold lead against See You Soon.
Yeah, but they're probably trying to build that up right now, but unfortunately it is not. And actually you pointed out that, yeah, Boxy in the later parts of the game, if he could just pick off Baby Cakes and Miku Me as well, that would really be dangerous. So they're not out of the game just yet. It's not that we can count them out, and they're quite toe-to-toe. The next objective is going to be spawning in just 10 seconds now. This is the Lord, so it's definitely going to help whichever team gets it have a push.
You can see right now that the team in the most comfortable position around the Lord is going to be RSG-SG. 505 already rotating to the bottom side to catch out Boxy, but the rest of the team coming to back them up. They want control over this bottom lane, because the more objectives RSG-SG can get, the better they will be able to achieve their win condition.
Definitely. RSG now looking for a chance to start up this Lord here, and they're already leashing it. See You Soon has to find a way to get as much space as possible. Felix opening up the map, aggressing onto 505. Here comes the real manipulation, putting out the damage, but it misses the mark, and they are almost all healed up now for Baby Cakes as well. So that's one huge ultimate down for See You Soon.
Yeah, this is going to be great for RSG-SG, because they basically forced out important cooldowns from See You Soon without expending anything in return. Being able to reset the Lord on top of that, that'll allow them to farm it more easily the next time they want to make an attempt. But I do think we need to give... Oh, hold on a second here. Miku nearly getting taken out.
Yeah, but Diablo is rotating down, so this could be the opportunity that we're waiting for right now. Felix trying to aggress and finding to start off this team fight here, but RSG is still holding their defenses here. They have the numbers advantage, so are they going to pull the trigger? Yes, they are, with the Iron Hook now, and the Bloody Hunt onto Sensei. He's locked down with nowhere to go. He's going to be the first to fall in this fight. The next target is Felix, but here is the real manipulation. Not before the crossbow of 10 comes in, though. It's 3 down on the side of See You Soon, and they are going straight for this tier 1 turret in the middle and the Lord.
505 not missing with these iron hooks. An excellent engagement by RSG-SG. Baby Cakes though getting shut down, not expecting the execute. Boxy will pay with his life, but getting the pick off this marksman on RSG-SG that so far had 0 deaths is at least a consolation prize.
Yep, definitely a consolation prize. And I think it was just that one instance when Baby Cakes was caught off guard. Up too far in See You Soon's jungle there. So far, well, RSG, that was a huge advantage for them. And here we go into the instant replay.
Yeah, looking at this replay over here, it's kind of nice that from the side of RSG-SG, they're really forcing the matter because they know how 505 can use the iron hooks. And I feel like this is a good understanding of their own mechanics. And I feel like See You Soon, they have to really understand what RSG-SG is putting out on the map. And they need to start moving together as well.
I can definitely see that there's a little bit of disjoint in the communication of See You Soon right now. They want to be able to make something happen, but as you mentioned, they're not quite respecting RSG-SG's capability to get these pickoffs, and they are getting punished quite heavily in return. Again, this is only a 3k goal lead for RSG-SG, and definitely something See You Soon can come back from, but they need to make something happen very soon.
It's RSG that's going to try making something happen instead because they are syncing up the waves. They have already taken down, stripped See You Soon of all their tier 2 turrets. So they are down to the inhibitors. The Lord is still alive, so they're going to go ahead and push even more on this bottom side here. Sensei in some trouble, getting suppressed once again and too much damage taken. He's going to fall, and RSG instantly retreat with having what they want.
And even after diving the inhibitor turret, Diablo is able to walk out scot-free. We can see in terms of damage dealt this game, the 3 people on top of the list are actually all from Team See You Soon. So RSG-SG are actually winning out these pickoffs despite the fact that they have less damage done overall.
That's really interesting, actually. I think that really points to how disciplined RSG is. The moment they pull the trigger, they go all in and they get the kills where they need to, and they don't have to expend additional effort to do that. Right now, they've gotten the bottom inhibitor as well. So See You Soon, they're slowly getting their defenses chunked down.
Now we can see in terms of the items that have been constructed by both sides, RSG-SG obviously in the lead, having completed about their 3rd or 4th item. We can even see that Baby Cakes has rushed the Malefic Roar right after the Wind of Nature, knowing that there are pretty tanky heroes on the opposite side, so they need to be able to break through that. And of course, the Wind of Nature is just a very good way to make sure that he's not caught out by Boxy.
And right now, I do have to point out that they RSG-SG, they have a 6,000 gold lead at 13 minutes. So even though we have observed the game for, what, 3 to 4 minutes, the difference is not even over 1,000. With just one engagement coming in from 505, they're able to push from 600, 700, 800 gold lead all the way to 6,000. This just shows the type of team that RSG-SG is. Once they can force out a mistake, once they find an opportunity, they can expand so much. So it's actually very scary fighting against a team like this, because sometimes they're like, oh, you know what, we got caught off, but it's fine, we can recover. But yeah, against RSG-SG, apparently you can't do that.
I honestly am surprised, but really pleasantly surprised to see how well RSG is performing right now. And I guess since we are in a technical, having a technical glitch, we're gonna go right back into the quizzes, the MSC topic.
We need the button over here.
Yeah.
We just like,
yeah. Fastest fingers first. How to counter the double frontline meta.
Go to the back line.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Yeah. But I think for a question like this, you actually kind of have to look at what the double front line is.
All right, Esmeralda, Baxia.
Okay, if you have an Esmeralda and Baxia, what they're going to be trying to do, Baxia wants to engage, Esmeralda wants to cut into the back line, in which case you need someone that can dish a lot of damage from the back line without too much risk for themselves. So perhaps a mage that has escaped to deal with the Esmeralda because she is weak to the magic damage. And then you don't want to fight the Baxia. You want an assassin that can jump into their back line, leave the Baxia for last. You need to be able to play around these situations if you simply do not have enough damage to take it directly to the face.
You know, this kind of question, you can't really answer with like an A, B, C, D. What do you call it?
Situational.
Yeah.
Multiple choice
yes,
questions.
Multiple choice question. Yeah, you can't have that because there's many different answers for the questions. Like, well, technically Franco is also good as well. It's like, you want to engage? Well, I'm going to lock you down. You're not going to be able to sustain any of our damage, so you're going to die. So that's number one. Number two, Dairoff, just having a lot of that armor reduction. You know what? That's also an answer. I feel like there's just so many ways to answer this question. So how about you give us another question? I can't wait.
Okay, I think the next question is coming up right now. Here we go, as you asked. Now, why isn't Fanny being prioritized?
Because it's been banned.
I actually feel like this is a trick question because Fanny is being prioritized. She's being
It was the first ban in this
banned.
game.
Yeah.
Fanny has been getting banned quite consistently against very specific teams, See You Soon being one of them. So players definitely recognize that when one of the opponents is good with this hero, it is important to ban it out because there's just way too much mobility.
Yeah, however, if I do want to answer this kind of question, in case it's not banned, but no one still picks it up, it's too risky. Because number one, you do need your purple buff to make sure that you have enough energy to do what you want. Now, the tricky thing is, Fanny is a very high mechanical skill hero, right? So you cannot play this kind of hero in a situation where you could make mistakes. Certain players, they play better when they're under pressure. Certain players, they play better when they relax, right? So if being on stage gives you a lot of pressure, and if you play Fanny, you have to be relaxed, it's not a good idea, you know? So I feel like it's definitely a niche hero for niche players.
And I think it's also quite risky, right? I mean, Fanny, if you don't get her up in the early game, in the later parts of the game, you kind of just try to go into a team fight and you're instantly just like annihilated. There's no chance for you to pretty much come back into this.
Yeah, absolutely. Even when players build more of a semi-tank kind of Fanny, it's very difficult to actually survive late game damage because once marksmen have actually farmed up, once they've gotten their full items, it doesn't matter if you're a tank Fanny, you are still going to die because your escape tool, which is being too difficult to hit with skill shots, does not matter to marksman auto attacks.
Yeah, and the thing is, marksmen, no matter what, they're always going to be a ticking time bomb. They're always going to be a problem. And like I said, Fanny, the thing is, during the later stages of the game, it's kind of like just the nerves getting to you because how many times have we been in a situation where early stages of the game, we're flying with Fanny, we're flying, but then it's like our cables are not hitting the wall. So, you know, like I've been there a few times, so it's not that nice.
Either way though, it does look like there's going to be a little bit of an issue here. You guys can see we have a bit of a technical issue, so we're going on a short break, but don't go anywhere. If you guys want to grab some snacks, take a break, this is the time to do it because in just 10 minutes we will be back for more MSC action.
Yeah, and looking at this game, I feel like they need that 10 minutes break. But either way, let's go to a short break. We'll come back right after this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is MSC 2022. It's currently a game between RSG-SG and CU soon. Now, we had a technical pause for those of you who have just joined us, but we are back now into this 40 minutes game. RSG has clocked themselves a lead, and they are now 11-4, about 7k gold ahead.
Yep, a 7k net worth lead at this point in the game is very difficult to have to overcome. And unfortunately, based on past performance, I don't really feel like CU Soon is the type of team that has that mentality, that discipline to be able to come back from such a deficit. Obviously, if they can do it, we want to see it. But as long as RSG-SG doesn't make any glaring mistakes right now, this is going to be pretty bad for CU Soon.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, Diablo actually stalling the Lord there so that they can clear up the minions on the top and middle side of the lanes. And now it's perfectly synced up. They are ready to siege down onto CU Soon's base.
Right now, they're moving in the mid lane. Diablo already jumping in. Sensei getting caught out by the Boxy. Real manipulation already dropped down, but it's not going to be enough. Boxy getting juked around as Diablo dealing with Felix. Boxy already the first casualty as the Lord is right on top of the Crystal. Baby Cake's taking a lot of damage, but the Crystal is as well. And instantly, game ends in favor of RSG-SG.
RSG-SG. Wow, after the technical pause, they just immediately come back and like, okay, we're gonna close this up. We don't need to spend more time. We have the Lord, and they just earned themselves a 1-0 in this set.
And that is the thing about RSG-SG. Never